Hey, I'm Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. Well, the film I'm getting ready to talk about right now is called Ford versus Ferrari. Well, don't you want a Ferrari instead of a Ford? Think about it. I'd rather have a Ferrari any day over a Ford. Not because Ford is bad. No, it's a very good car company. Very good car company. But a Ferrari, sexy, beautiful. Well, you know, in the 60s, when this happened, or when this film is taking place, Ford wanted Ferrari also, because Ferrari was broke at that time, but Ford could not beat them in the 24-hour Le Mans race. Ford couldn't beat them at all. One time, this young man, his name is Carroll Shelby, he did it in 1959, but he had to stop racing physically himself because he had a heart problem. And I didn't know that because I'm a big Carroll Shelby fan. I mean, I didn't read books about him, but I just know about the cars he created and things like that. In fact, they still using his name with Ford products. And also, again, this is set in the 60s. This is information, or this is a storyline or a news line in the 60s that you would not pay attention to. The 60s were filled with so much history. And to learn about a race, I didn't care about no race because I cared about my black race because we're trying to get our rights. Not only that, the Vietnam War was going on. Not only that, there were some assassinations going on at that time. Well, went on at that time. So I wouldn't have followed this at all. Yes, I'm a car guy, but at that time, I wouldn't have followed this at all. Not this story. So I'm glad they brought it out in a film this time. I'm glad they told this story. Now, the director, James Mangold, like I said, this is a 60-set film about, a car race and two car guys. And this is about their friendship, Carroll Shelby and Ken Miles, which is played by Matt Damon and Christian Bale. Ken Miles was a great car driver, and Carroll Shelby was a builder because he couldn't race anymore. And this is one of the best technical films I've seen in a long time. What do I mean by that? When you see the drivers get into the car, you got into the car also. When you see the driver go around the corner, you went around the corner also. When they got up to 150 miles an hour, you felt that also. Well, this tells a lot about Carroll Shelby and how Carroll Shelby eventually became a corporate man with Ford because Carroll Shelby was broke. Ford came around, gave him some money to help him build himself up, but he had to follow Ford, and he became a corporate man. I did not realize that he was a corporate man. I thought he was a maverick, but in this film shows that he was not. Also, this talks about Ford too. You know, he was not a really great car maker himself, but he hired some good designers and people. For example, like Lee Iacocca, which is played by John Berntal, and how at that time when they presented the Mustang, of course, Ken Miles didn't like the Mustang at all. And not only that, this really showed how Ferrari dominated the track. There's a scene when the Ford GT and the Ferrari gets in the race and they get side by side. You look at that Ferrari, you say, oh my goodness, that is a beautiful car compared to the Ford GT at that time. And that's how you felt. And I feel that the races was very thrilling, but not only that, again, the technical about putting a car together, talking about the cars and things like that. This is what I enjoyed about the film. It wasn't so much about the friendship between Shelby and Miles. I enjoyed that too. It was a little brief, but I enjoyed the technical part of this film. I enjoyed the sounds. I enjoyed the races. I enjoyed the cinematography. I like what the Foley artist did also. I enjoyed all of that. And I feel that the director, James Marigold, he did a great job with this film because of that. Now, of course, the acting is good. Christian Bale is going to do great. I never really seen him act in a bad film, or I never seen him do bad acting in a film. Matt Damon, he's Matt Damon. He played Shelby like he could. But I got to give everything to the director, and I got to give everything else to the races and the cars. You can almost smell the exhaust while you're there watching this film. That's why I'm giving this film 3 palm trees out of 4. 3 stars out of 4 for this film. It's thrilling. It's fun to watch. And while you're sitting in your seat, you're going to forget that you're sitting in the seat. You're going to feel like you're in a race car, and you're going to be reaching for the steering wheel so you can make a turn. That's how I felt. But anyway, Ford versus Ferrari, 3 palm tree film for me, Al McGee. And also, I want to thank you for watching my review. You know what? I really appreciate it.
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest.